All right, bro, what are you doing?
Well, first of all, we're gonna put new set screws in. Had a couple that were kind of stripped out, a little hokey.
All right.
So
what we got here?
Freshened up. This is a first generation 3K.
Oh, okay. So this is the old one, right? Flip it over.
This is the old one. Here, let me flip this big monster over here real quick.
Okay, so if you guys know the 3K, the CT Sounds AT series, this is not the same. This is a totally different design here, and you can even see just how big it is. So I've got the new AT3K right here, beautiful bastard, and then we have this old one here, but I want to show you, flip that over. These are not the same amplifier. They are in no means even the same category. I think this was a precursor to like the Team series.
Yes.
Back before the AT was even a dot in the eye. But check this out. See how much bigger the older one is versus the newer one right here? It's much, much larger. You have two 200 amp versus a single, what is that, 350 amp? So they're definitely not even in the same category. So what we're actually gonna do is, we'll grab this out right here. Oh yeah, yeah.
There we go.
So this is gonna be our resistor bank, and we're gonna hook them up and see. We're gonna see what that little guy really does. And hey, we might even get some half ohm action. That would be pretty cool. So let's see the difference on some of the insides. This dude has a ton of smaller capacitors. They both have 4 power supplies, which are, they look to be about 1,000 watts per power supply. We know that this one does about 4,000 watts. So that's pretty good. You see the power supplies are, a little fatter, a little more higher current, whereas these ones here have just the same ratio. They just have more windings. And the output inductors are huge on the old one, more compact. The new one's not necessarily smaller. Everything's just closer together, more compact, newer design, more condensed, a newer design. You can see all that blue on that board right there between the components. Now we got all these small components here, and you see less of that blue is taken up by the components inside of the amplifier.
Generation Korean half bridge board. They don't even make them like this anymore. Almost nobody makes these style amps.
This is an older design. It's an older layout. This is just a newer design, a newer layout. But we're gonna see, right now, what this one puts out. I got that hooked up?
Yeah, just about, brother.
There we go. Look at that. What is that? So we got the resistor load hooked up. We got both amps right here. So we got the AMM one hooked up. We got the DD one right here. We got to get the wire for that and hook it up. But we're going to test this big, beautiful amplifier right here. Dang. We got another 1 ohm load right there. Another 4,000 watt cell. We can run half ohm. What do you think, buddy? Half ohm or not?
Well, let's check her out at 1 and we'll probably go half.
Well,
because she's been running. So
yeah, we don't want to kill this ancient beauty here, but we'll see what she does at 1. All right, well, we got her set up, so let's go ahead and flip the switch. Do that right here. Look at that.
She lives.
She lives. Is she ready to go?
Yes, sir. We are green for go.
Green for go. All right, let's get something going. Turn on the meters here, and we're gonna set this into the dyno mode, because that is what we're going to do right here. All right, dyno power. Let's see if we can get these a little closer. All right, let's give her the first what for at 1 ohm. We're just gonna run it straight. 1 ohm load, right down the gullet here. 40 hertz, and we're gonna run it to clean power, up to distortion. Woo! Okay, so we got 3,691 watts. We're gonna try that one more time. You can hear the resistor coils when they start heating up. Okay, 3,649 watts. So that's what it's gonna make clean, is around 3,600 watts at 1 ohm. Let's go ahead and take that up to distortion. I'm sorry, up to clipping. This will be the pretty much the most the amp's gonna make on any given day. All right, right there, 3,739 watts. One more time. All right, 3,718 watts. So this amp is gonna make about 3,700 watts. So when they say on here with the Team Series amps that it's a 3,700 watt amp, that's exactly what they mean. What do you think about that?
100% agree. I felt that it was probably putting somewhere between 35 and 4K out at one.
Yeah, it's definitely, that's a one ohm load right there, and we're making 3,718 watts. So 3,700 watts clipping and 3,600 and change, 3,600 and a half at distortion. So that's pretty cool. All right, so you want to run half or no?
Let's give it to it. I think it'll do it. I don't think it'll hurt it a bit.
All right, let's go ahead and give her some half ohm. We're gonna go ahead and wire that one up, and let's run it. All right, so we got both of these hooked up, and we're gonna test this at half ohm. That's both them connected together, two 1 ohm loads in parallel for half ohm on the dyno. Let's run this test. We're gonna go distortion first, and then we'll check it and see if anything is going wrong with it, and if it's good, we might go to clipping. All right, we got our detect. Oh.
I didn't like that. She went into protect.
She went into protection.
Yep.
Nah.
It's all right.
I don't know, we may not do that. So she definitely did not like the half ohm. She went directly to protection, which is good. We'll go ahead and take it at that because half ohm resistive is terrible.
Yes, sir.
For amplifiers. Even a 1 ohm resistive is really putting that thing through
basis.
some hell. So yeah, just for some fire, you want to throw the AT3K, the new boy, and see how it compares?
We sure can.
All right, let's do it.
She came back out of protect. So.
Yeah, so she's good. Let's make sure she'll do a couple numbers real quick. Make sure she ain't dead. Oh yeah, she's doing good. All right.
Good. Everything did its job.
We're gonna hook that guy up, and we're gonna see old school versus new school. Now, you can't hang around me too long. Put your ass to work.
Well, you know, that's the curse of liking to do cool stuff, I guess. So,
that's true. We got to make sure that guy's on the 350 amp fuse, not the 200 amp fuse.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah, you got to get all
them hairs.
Every one of them.
All them hairs. If my hands will hold on to stuff.
Okay, so now we have the AT3K proper, the new one, and we have the old one here. We've seen what it done. We're just gonna hook this one on and see what kind of power it makes. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Ooh, pretty nice blue light instead of the OG green. Put this in the dyno mode. Takes forever to put in dyno. There we go. And we're gonna run it. We're gonna run this guy right here. We're first gonna go to distortion and then to clipping. We're gonna see what the power makes on the new one versus the old one to see if they're anywhere near each other. I know they're totally different, but the CT sound still got it. You know, that's kind of what we're looking at here. So we got detect. All right. Oh boy.
Boy howdy.
Woo! 3,900 watts. Let's run that again. Make sure it ain't no squib. There we go. 3,957 watts. We're also charging at 14.4, no higher. It'll drop a little bit, obviously. Well, bro, what do you think about old school versus new school power here? You think the new one will hold up, or you think the old one's the...
Well, I'll be 100% with you. It's very rare that companies actually do progress and make as good or better a product over that amount of time with that many changes. And I'm blown away, guys. I really am.
Yeah,
it's done.
Definitely makes quite a bit of power. This guy makes quite a bit. The old guy obviously makes a bit of power too. But we can tell that their legacy is continuing. You know, the old 3,000 making some good power. The new 3000 is doing, you know, about the same. We got all the newfangled technology. We're running a single 350 versus two 200s, you know, so everything's going to be a little bit more efficient, more compact. That's kind of the way of the future anyways. But you know what gets me, man?
What's that, bro?
That blue light right there.
Yeah, I like that blue.
It makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
What you got to say about this amp?
I'm sold. I think it's a beast. I really do.
Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being able to show me these two amplifiers side by side. You know, people see this one and they talk about it and they, you know, it's a beast or whatever, but I mean, honestly, it really is. And the new one's no different.
Yeah,
so
that is no joke.
Definitely no
Probably
joke.
the coolest thing that I think about this old pig right here is, here, let's get this camera over here, is the CT
Oh,
right
yes.
here,
Very
guys.
much so.
That is the coolest thing since sliced cheese.
So the extrusion, the heat sink, actually has a C right here and a T right here. It is the logo continued from one side to the other. It's freaking fantastic. The new style is not quite like that. It's, you know, it has the same overall style, but it loses that, you know, loses that one little touch, that little T right there, you know. So this is the AT, so I can see, you know, the A, and but the, you know, it just doesn't have that T right there. But this, yeah, old stuff, cool
New
stuff.
Cool stuff.
This is where it's at, man.